I'm Alison Patchel, and this is Finlandia Fridays.
Welcome to Finlandia Fridays. My name is Michael Babcock. I am your host for this weekly interview series here at Finlandia University. This week, we are joined by a nurse. Welcome to the show. This is Alison Patchel. Alison, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We are happy to have you on, and thank you for wearing the nursing scrubs. I wanted to have the whole aura of you being a nurse. And for those listening, she's actually got a nice scrubs on, the official Finlandia white ones. Why do you guys wear white ones? Do you know?
Originally, I think that was what nurses wore. And it's funny, every time you go to the nursing home, there's always like somebody older who's like, I know you're a nurse because you're wearing white.
Oh.
Like, I love that you wear white. Nobody ever wears white anymore.
I like it.
As much as we might hate it at times, like, it does look good.
I've heard that from other nursing students, is that the white, they're like, I don't know about white, but...
Yeah.
And it's interesting because different nurses in different schools have different colors, and when you actually become a professional nurse, you don't have a assigned color, right?
Sometimes you do. It depends on what hospital that you work at. Okay. Depends on if the hospital provides the scrubs for you or what department you're in, but not always.
Anyways, we're not here to talk about scrubs. We're here to talk about your experience here at Finlandia University.
Yeah.
You're from Port Huron, Michigan. Can you put up your hand and do the thumb thing?
Wait, yeah, is it this way? This way?
So they're doing the Michigan thing, trying to figure out exactly where she's from.
So is my hand the right way?
Right on the very southeast corner down there?
Mm-hmm. Marysville, actually, just south of Port Huron.
Okay, so that's quite a ways away from here.
Yes.
And it sounds like a little bit different of a life, too. You've been in the Copper Country now for 7 years.
7 years, yeah.
What makes you interested in the Copper Country? What made you interested in sticking around up here for so long?
Me, I love the outdoors. I love spending time outside. I love winter. Didn't always love winter, but now I do. I like snowshoeing, I like cross-country skiing, hiking, the water.
That's enough to keep you busy.
Yeah, absolutely.
It sounds like you've stayed up here for a couple summers as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like to give people a chance to this. What would you tell a student who goes home every summer?
You're missing out.
Why?
You're missing out. Like, you get to suffer through all the winter, and then you miss the most beautiful portion of the Upper Peninsula we have. It's gorgeous. The green leaves, the water. It's all fun.
I hope people take that into consideration, because if you're not staying up here for at least one summer during your college experience, you're not doing it right.
No, absolutely not.
Definitely a lot of fun. Let's get into your career here. You you actually went to another school and you graduated with a medical lab science degree.
Yeah.
And you were just about done with that, and you realized this might not be your calling.
Right. So I absolutely loved learning the medical side of things, but I wanted to work with people and not with machines. So I decided that nursing was probably the way to go.
And what about nursing is something that's interested you, and as you've gotten into it now, made you appreciate it?
Doing nice things for other people. Definitely, it sounds really cliche when I say this, and I kind of don't like it, but doing nice things for other people makes me happy as a person. So that, I feel like, is the best career for it.
And cliche is cliche for a reason. It's because these are the feelings you get, and I think that makes a lot of sense. Nurses do quite a bit of good for patients and our whole healthcare system as a whole. It's really interesting to follow along these careers of that. What's it been like getting to get into the hospital settings and be a part of some of these people's lives?
It was nerve-wracking at first. Definitely, I didn't always know what to say at the right time, and sometimes I still feel like that, but. Right. Other people tell me that I'm doing okay, so I don't know, I guess it's personal, but it's rewarding.
That's good to hear. One of the parts that we wanted to have you on this time of year for is because this is the time of year where you only have 6 to 8 weeks left of classes, meaning you're starting to think about graduation, you're thinking about jobs, and you've actually been through this job search now, and you've actually accepted a position.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that process.
So I applied online to a position at Munson Medical Center in January. I had a resume, cover letter, standard. They also wanted me to write a clinical narrative, which was something that I had never done before. It was like talking about a situation that you had with a patient and how that went and what you did for them, and it was hard. I didn't know how to talk about I don't know, I still feel like it wasn't very good, but I got the job, so couldn't have been that bad.
Yeah. And this was the first job you applied for?
It was the first and the only job I applied for, yeah.
And it was right where you were hoping to move to after graduation?
Yep, in Traverse City.
Let's talk a little about that. I know this is, especially when you get into bigger cities, the difference between having a 2-year and a 4-year nursing degree can make a big difference. Do you think that played a big part in you getting this job?
Yeah, absolutely. So because I am graduating with a bachelor's degree in April, I was able to be hired onto this position before I graduated, before I had my license.
Okay.
Yeah.
And otherwise, you probably would have had to finish that, get your licensure.
Yeah, finish my degree, my associate's degree, and then obtain my license before I could find a job.
Awesome. It's interesting to see these little advantages.
Yeah.
Is there any other parts of your time at Finlandia that's made you happy that you're going for this 4-year degree instead of a 2-year option?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. So even if I were to be hired on to this in Munson Medical Center as an associate degree nurse, I would have to have obtained my bachelor's degree within 5 years anyway.
Interesting. Okay.
So, and me, I've been in school for a long time now. To go back to school and then to go back to school again was just going to be too much.
That's all part of that experience, which is quite interesting.
Yeah.
What are you going to miss most about your life back here in the Copper Country when you get down to Traverse City?
The people, I think, and I hope the people are as nice there as they are here. It's definitely a small town feel. Yeah.
And one of the things I want to do a quick shout out to, because I know a lot of alumni like to reminisce about this. What's your favorite restaurant in town?
The Ambassador.
Well, the Ambassador. I feel like I might have seen you there before.
Yeah, maybe once or twice. It's a little bit of bias that going on there. I've been working there for 4 years, but
that's fun.
The food is great. The atmosphere is awesome, and I'm for sure gonna miss it.
Interesting. That's exciting stuff for you.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to hearing about how things are going on in Traverse City. So make sure you write back to us. Tell us about all kinds of updates. And thank you so much for coming on Finlandia Fridays this week.
Yeah, anytime.
All right. Thank you guys so much for being a part of Finlandia Fridays. Just a quick reminder to everybody, we have a full calendar of the events going on at Finlandia University. If you go to finlandia.edu, click the little calendar icon in the top right corner. There's all kinds of exciting stuff going on, including graduation stuff, which is right around the corner. If you go to finlandia.edu/graduation, you can see the full event calendar with all the details, dates, everything you need to know as you prepare for graduation weekend. And also, just want to remember that you guys can download Finlandia Fridays every week on your phone, on your iPad, on your computer by going to Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts. We're happy to be there each week for you, telling the stories of Finlandia University. Thank you again for listening, and we'll see you guys next Friday.